University, Lynch Automotive, Z-Bart, Cannon and Dunphy, Loyal Family Renovations, Network Health, and International Autos on the home of the Brewers, 620 WTMJ.
50 years ago, SVA began as a small firm with one simple mission: to serve people better. Now, with multiple locations serving clients nationwide in the areas of accounting, tax, audit, and consulting, that mission continues. Our 5-decade journey has been defined by delivering measurable results to our clients and making a positive impact in our communities. Looking forward to the next 50 years and beyond, we invite you to be a part of our ongoing journey. Visit SVA.com to learn more.
The Boucher Group has exciting news to share with you.
We've expanded to better serve our community.
Introducing Nissan Lake Country, the newest addition to our family.
Step into our showroom and discover our exceptional selection of brand new Nissans.
We're also stocked with the best pre-owned options in the market.
And as we expand, we're not just growing our inventory, we're also growing our team.
So join a team that values your skills and celebrates your success.
Visit us online or in-store today and view our current job listings at bouchercareers.com.
Natural gas is a clean, reliable, and convenient source of energy delivered directly to you through underground pipelines. The pipeline system has an excellent safety record, but there are clues that can help you identify a potential hazard. If you smell the strong odor of rotten eggs, hear an unusual hissing sound, or see blowing dirt or debris, it could be a natural gas leak. Leave the area immediately and call We Energies at 800-261-5325.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
Everybody knows, if it's summer season, it's festival season. And Potawatomi has the winningest one, WinFest. You could make it an awesome August with a share of $500,000. Play with your rewards card for entries. Hourly drawings every Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m. $25,000 in cash and prizes each drawing. It's the $500,000 WinFest. Get in on the fun. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. More info at pacebig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Get out of here and go! Covering the crew all season long on WTMJ, it's Brewers Extra Innings. Now live from American Family Field, here's your host, Dominic Cotroneo.
All right, no season-long winning streak today as the Brewers' streak stops at 5. They are losers today to the Reds, 4-3. They still won the series, though, so no gravy today. I'm Dominic Cotroneo. Jerry Augustine is back with us here on WTMJ. Augie, I hate to say, you brought an L with you, my friend.
I know. I wasn't going to come to the ballpark at first. I was so mad, but I thought, they came back. They got the 2 runs with the home run Ortiz, but I thought this was a team. When you look at one-run ball games, that it's going to be a close ball game. The Brewers always have a chance when it's 1 run.
Well, we'll break down the offense, what went wrong. We got to talk a lot about DL Hall today as well, and some of the decisions and the difficulty of navigating this game with what the Brewers had to do roster-wise before today's game. 855-616-1620. Again, 855-616-1620. This game, the Brewers had to come from behind again, and they did not get over the hump late in this contest. And I look at today's day just generally. We'll break it down a little bit deeper in the next segment, but generally, this was a resounding success for DL Hall, for him to return the way he did. I know he didn't get out of the 5th inning. That wasn't totally his fault. We'll talk about that later. But for him to post over 90 pitches, to have a career-high 9 strikeouts, to command very, very well in and around the zone, and really the hardest hit ball of the day was the only mistake he made was the Stevenson homer. I'm very excited that we're seeing this version of DL Hall as opposed to what we saw in April.
Well, I really like what the Brewers did there. You know what? When you have a young man come back that was a starter for you and went on the IL and has made a comeback, how do you bring him back? Do you bring him back out of the bullpen? He's had some opportunities to pitch in the minors and had some starts in that. I liked what the Brewers did and bring him back and be a starter. That was his mindset when he was in the big leagues earlier in the season. So when you have a guy come in, you get that good mindset. He came in. I thought he threw the ball really well. I thought at times he got a little bit of rush and the ball got away from him a little bit. He's the style of pitcher a little bit different. He's not what they call a tall and fall, gets way on top of the ball. He's kind of jumps at the plate a little bit. Got a little rushed at times and the ball got away from him. But I'll tell you what, effectively, the way he threw the ball, I thought was excellent.
He was somebody that we also, the velo, I think, was super encouraging today from him. That's something we had heard a lot about when spring training came around, and then we didn't see it. We saw it in the playoffs last year. Then we saw him touching 95, 96 today, which was certainly a welcome sight for him. Offensively today for the Brewers, not much to write home about for the second consecutive game. The Brewers only scoring 3 runs, 2 of them on the, as you mentioned, Joey Ortiz homer. Let's pause on him for a moment. Tito, a 2-run shot off a Nick Lodolo back foot curveball. I mean, it was a pitcher's pitch. I mean, he didn't hit a strike, and he golfs it out of here for over the left field wall. His first homer since June, since before his neck injury. First of all, as a pitcher yourself, you would just kind of say, tip your cap, man. How did you hit that?
Yeah, I thought he did a nice job of going and getting that pitch. You know, you look at a pitch, what does it do? A breaking ball down in the zone, a lot of times on a right-hand hitter, will speed up the bat. And I thought what Ortiz did, he stayed back on that ball, and when he saw it, recognized breaking ball, he went and got it. That is a tough pitch to hit when you locate it properly. I thought it wasn't down as much as it should have been, but I'll tell you what, he went out and he put a good swing and hit the ball at the ballpark for his 8th home run.
Yeah, he hasn't, like we said, not since June 28th. Here against the Rangers was his last home run. It felt like, too, the Brewers were a little snake-bitten. Some of the harder balls they hit today were caught. Gary continued his hot stretch. Unfortunately, Rhys Hoskins' hitting streak ended today at 14 games. I look at the top 3, 4 in the order today. Only 2 hits, granted also 2 walks in there from Gary. But, 2 hits from 1 through 4 in the order isn't going to result in very many wins, and you tip your cap to Lodolo and the Reds a bullpen today, but there's a pretty simple formula as to why the Brewers lost this game.
I thought Lodolo threw the ball well when he had to. I thought he made a couple mistakes, but majority of the time he stayed ahead of hitters. He pitch hit. I know a couple times he got lead off walks or got a base hit early, but I'll tell you, I thought when he needed to, he commanded the strike zone, and he's successful. He's got the good breaking ball slider that he has, but the explosion on his fastball, you see a little bit like DL Hall. Those guys get that ball and they get it ball up in his zone and has that 4-seamer. You get that little extra, and it just seemed like both of these guys today really had a good idea getting ahead and exploding the ball up in the strike zone, expanding the strike zone. And when you can do that, pitch ahead, you're going to pitch a pretty good ball game, and I thought both guys pitched very well.
I think the biggest thing for Lodolo today, he did have 3 walks on the evening, but they were there's only one other 3-ball count than those walks. So to your point, right. He was staying ahead. He was attacking. He didn't get a ton of swings and misses or a ton of strikeouts, but was relying on his defense quite a bit with a bunch of Brewers line drives. We'll talk about Jackson Churrio's tough day, but up next we're going to talk about a little bit deeper into how important today was for DL Hall and maybe what the plan is the rest of the way is for the Brewers left-hander. But first, one reminder that Brewers Extra Innings all season long is brought to you by Fifth Third Bank. With a local Milwaukee team, Fifth Third Bank also knows how to hit it out of the park. They've been serving businesses in the area for nearly 15 years, offering industry-specific expertise and local decision-making capabilities, all to help your business succeed. It's commercial banking value that only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank, National Association member, FDIC. More with Augie. I'm Dom. Back after this on WTMJ.
Coming up, more Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Be prepared for the next outage with a Generac home standby generator. After sensing a power outage, a Generac generator automatically restores your home's power, whether you're home or away. Power your life with a generator from Adams, Wisconsin's #1 rated Generac dealer. Adams provides sales, installation, maintenance, and 24/7 service from all locations. Learn why Adams is your best choice in providing power peace of mind. Visit adamspower.com today.
An epic Brewers homestand kicks off August 9th, featuring a division duel against the Reds. First place battles with the Dodgers and Guardians, plus 3 giveaway games. Find the game for you at brewers.com/tickets.
Glass shower doors are beautiful, but the way they used to make them doesn't allow for them to stay looking beautiful for long. And that's because hard water, heat, humidity, and even soap can corrode standard shower glass. But our newest product, ShowerGuard Glass, is different. Its patented technology permanently seals the glass surface against discoloration and corrosion. And with regular cleaning, your new ShowerGuard glass is going to look new for years to come. So if that old glass shower door of yours is ready to go, give me a call about ShowerGuard Glass. Now, you can't find this product everywhere, but you can find it at Les's Glass. And with over 30 years of experience installing glass shower doors, you can take our word for it. It lives up to its billing. This is Stacy Sinks with Les's Glass Service. If it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
This is Brewers Extra Innings.
Couple of texts that have rolled in here, 855-616-1620, 855-616-1620. The Brewers fall today 4-3 to the Reds, but they still won the series. Josh in Milwaukee, what a great week for the Brewers with a lot of exciting baseball. This time last week, pointed out how important this stretch will be that culminates next weekend. How likely is it we can finish the rest of the homestand above 500? That's a split with the Dodgers, and a series win against the Guardians is still above 500 the rest of the way. So I think that's certainly not out of the question there, right, Augie?
It would be really good matchup coming up. But the big thing is they came into this series and they had to do something a little bit better at home. They got that series win. Now it really puts them in a good spot. We're playing the Dodgers coming in for 4 games.
Next quick text here. DL Hall's start wasn't bad, especially being out for 4 months, but it could have been better. Also, with Nick Mears coming in, I don't think he gave the Brewers a chance to win. Nick Mears went 4 up, 4 down. So Mr. 920 area code here. I don't know what game you were watching. This one from Doug. It figures the winning streak would end against the lefty, but I'll take 5 out of 6. Really like how Hall looked and adds another arm to the arsenal. I agree with that one, Doug. Appreciate the text. Let's get to the phones here as well. 855-616-1620. Jeff out in Franklin, you're live here on Brewers Extra Innings.
Yeah, I just first want to say that if the Brewers can continue the way they are, that Murphy should be the coach of the year. But there was a decision made today that I don't get at all. Cincinnati was up in the top of the 7th. It's 3-3. They got a guy on second, 1 out. De La Cruz comes up. He's 1 for 12 in the series, and they intentionally walk him. And the next guy walked. Now you got bases loaded, 1 out. Augie was a pitcher. Maybe he can explain it to me because I cannot fathom why they would do that.
Go for it, Augie.
I think it's just a matchup. I think when you look at De La Cruz, he's the type of guy that, he can go for 25 and all of a sudden he come up and he can put a good sting on a bat. He's been that way. Struggled in this series a little bit, but, when you look at what he can do, he's the type of guy, he can run the bases well. He steals bases, leading the league in steals, but I think it's matchups. Getting a matchup and him hitting from the left side is a matchup where he can put the ball in play and cause a lot of problems. What do? You put him on base. He's locked in at first base, and now it sets up for a double play or to get out of an inning. And I think that's what you do. You look at matchups. I thought Murph did a good job of putting him on base and trying to go with the matchup.
I agree with that too there, Augie. I think the big thing is, I know that Ellie had a rough series. I know he had been swinging and missing a lot, but man, it's kind of one of those scenarios where, there's one guy in the other team you're deathly afraid of, and it's that guy. And it's the guy. You know where his lineup is, and then let's say the flip side of that scenario is they don't intentionally walk him, and he's on his better side. He hits nearly 80 points better batting left-handed than he does batting right-handed. He had a base open, and if he just dumps a single and he finally breaks through, he's like, well, why'd you pitch to him? You had a base open. So it becomes, okay, would I rather face Tyler Stevenson with Joe Ross, who's a sinker slider guy who should be able to get a ground ball? The error there was Ross not executing and walking Stevenson, right? That was the mistake, not so much that they walked Ellie De La Cruz on purpose, because you've got a double play intact, and they still had a double play intact when Spencer Steer came up. You still had the platoon edge, but it's one of those things where you know who's coming up. It's one of those, I'm not going to let that guy beat me, no matter if he's over or what. It's kind of like the Aaron Judge treatment right now, where
that's right.
You know when Aaron Judge is coming up, I'm not going to let that guy beat me. He's not going to stay down for long. The fact that they only got 1 hit this whole series, I'll take that as a win for the Brewers, and no wonder they won 2 out of 3, keeping him down.
And the one thing right there is anytime De La Cruz can put the ball in play, something can happen. Mm-hmm. And there is a situation, what do? Who's your better, and you say we're playing for the double play ball right there. Who's the better double play man? Stevenson by far. Mm-hmm. So if De La Cruz can put the ball in play, he can cause a whole lot. I thought that was a good move by Murph to put him on base. Where can he go? You can't go anywhere except if they get a base hit or a double or whatever. But putting him on base locks him in there, and you can get the ground ball from Stevenson, but it didn't work out.
I agree, yeah. The walk was huge, and then the ultimate sac fly with 2 strikes on Steer as well. But let's talk about DL Hall a little bit deeper here. Career-high 9 strikeouts, career-high 12 swings and misses. The secondary pitches, I think, really shine today in my eyes. It was great to see the velo, like we talked about, touching 95, 96. But that was the best command we've seen of his curveball, of his changeup, of his slider, where you're reminded why the Brewers are going to give him every chance to start. He has multiple weapons, and generally, a reliever's only going to have like one weapon. All of a sudden, you've got chances and different uses and different sequences that you can unveil to righties and to lefties. I was really encouraged from DL Hall specifically with the secondaries.
I was too. When you get a pitcher like a DL Hall, he's a little different style pitcher. He's more like if you get styles of pitching and you talk about there's 2 styles. There's guys who stay pretty straight up. They're called a tall and fall guy. Get over the top, you have a downward plane on the ball. Then you get the guys like a Freddie Peralta that they duck down a little bit and they drive to the plate. DL Hall's about the same way. The most important part with him, and I thought he did a nice job today, got away from it a little bit, was get to your balance point and make sure you're nice and paused and you go to plate. I thought today he was nice and relaxed, got to his balance point, extended back with the ball like you're supposed to, and then got on top when he had it to with that breaking ball. Dom, you talked about secondary pitches. When you do that and you're a duck and drive pitcher, you get closer to plate, that pitch is going to be that much more effective, and I thought he did a great job with it today. And
furthermore, he got zero help from his defense today. You got to call it when you see. I mean, Churio not catching that ball in left field in the first inning. That's you got to make that play, quite frankly. And he's had his struggles coming in on a ball this season, and it was not Jackson Churio's day. More on that later. So there's a few extra pitches that he had to throw. He ended up getting out of the first inning, no problem. Then the infield hit, which really, if you ask Willie Adames, would be an error on him because he threw low to Hoskins, and Hoskins would have said, I should have scooped that. It was one of those plays that led off the inning. Then he walks a batter, but he gets back-to-back strikeouts, and he hits T.J. Friedl, which was huge. And then just the end-of-the-bat flail for Espinal, of course, brings in 2 runs. And then finally, the only real mistake he made was the Stevenson homer. And again, all of this was 2 strikes. If you're sensing a theme here, he was getting ahead. He was getting 2 strikes. I know there are 3 walks in there, but that doesn't tell the whole story because he had 2 strikes on virtually every hitter today, and that's part of the reason why he had 9 Ks.
Yeah, and a lot of its location. You took an Espinal, the ball he hit was just a ball that I think he wanted that ball out a little bit further. I think he went a little bit off the plate. We talk in pitching how you can expand the strike zone, and I thought that's what he wanted to do. Espinal is expand the strike zone, just didn't get the ball out far enough. And Stevenson's ball, there's another pitch where you get a guy with that kind of power who really likes to hit the ball the opposite way, and he shows good power that way. That time he got just too much of the plate. The ball was up a little bit, and you got to give Stevenson credit. He hit a pitch that was up, out over the plate, and hit the ball in the ballpark.
I mean, out of 22 batters faced today for DL Hall, 18 of them had a 2-strike count on him. I mean, that's the guy that we're looking for, given the guy had 10 walks in, 17 innings in his first 4 starts as the big leaguer. That's something that you build on. And it's also worth reminding, this dude still has rookie status. He has less than a year of service time. Like, this dude is still coming into his own, and he's still learning. You can see why the organization is so excited about him and giving him, hopefully, a healthy offseason. And one of the things that was revealed today with Pat Murphy in the pregame media session was how much he was pitching through his knee issue even during spring training, because we all saw in the scouting reports, 96 can touch 98, and then in spring training we're seeing 93, 94.
Yeah.
And today we saw 95 touching 96 in August, which is certainly something that is a little more in line with what the Brewers thought they were getting.
I thought today was really one thing I saw about him that I didn't see earlier in the season. It looked like he went out there with the idea that per hitter, I'm going to be a 4-pitch pitcher. I'm going to throw strikes, whatever pitches. If I go beyond there, or if I get an account, like you just said, he was a good 2-strike guy today. When I get to 2 strikes, now the options are mine. And that was good. That's why you see him have the 9 strikeouts, because he had open options. He got the ball where he was ahead, and now he could go with that fastball, riding it up away. He could sink the ball away, or even throw that good breaking ball down. And he had a little changeup later at times in the game. So I thought he did a really nice job of mixing up pitches, getting ahead, and with that ideas. Put the ball in good spots where they put the ball in play early. I thought he did an excellent job.
And then for Hall, all 9 of those strikeouts came against right-handed hitters. And furthermore, for Hall, all of those strikeouts, different pitches, right? 4 on the slider, 2 on the fastball, 2 on the changeup, and 1 on the curve. So he used every pitch to put somebody away.
That's he does. And when he gets all those pitches, and I think that when he looks at it, he's starting to get confidence in that slider or that breaking ball pitch, the sharp breaking ball pitch. You can call it whatever you want, slurve, whatever you want to call it. But he gets the breaking ball over. When he gets the breaking ball over, it just seems like that other secondary pitch, that slider is a much better pitch. He has a better command of it today. He did.
Yep, 855-616-1620 if you want to join us. Can't wait for next week's series against the Dodgers. We're going to take second seed, and we're not looking back. Go Crew. I like that one from the 414 here. Let's talk a little offense, talk a little Churio coming up next. Brewers fall 4-3 to the Reds on 620 WTMJ.
On deck, more Brewers Extra Innings.
When we begin your search, I'm not going to try to sell you anything, because it's either the right home for you or it's not. What counts is that you'll have an honest, full-service realtor looking out for your best interests. So think of Benefit Realty as your advocates, which offer full-service real estate commission as low as 3.5% and no higher than 3.9%, including full MLS marketing with no upfront fees. I'm Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where we'll make your move simple and affordable. Benefit-realty.com. The savings really do add up. Last I checked, we've saved our clients over $7.5 million in real estate commissions. And we'd like to add your savings to the tally. All the same experience, expertise, and know-how as the big-name real estate firms. We just choose to charge you less, as low as 3.5% commission and no higher than 3.9%, or a full-service real estate agent, including full MLS marketing with no upfront fees. This is Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where we'll make your move simple and affordable. Benefit-realty.com.
Vince Vitrano for Johnson & Sons Paving. Summer is here, but before we know it, we'll be prepping for winter. Johnson & Sons Paving wants to make sure you're ready by remembering the 3 R's of parking lot and asphalt maintenance. Reseal every 2 to 3 years. Repair when you see signs of cracking or potholes. And replace if there's standing water, warping, buckling, or sinking. Don't scare those customers or tenants away with a bad parking lot. Connect with Johnson & Sons today to make those minor repairs before they become huge headaches. Visit johnsonsonspaving.com.
When you need to sell quickly, choose Grandview to buy your home. Don't worry about real estate agents or showings. We'll buy your home as is, no repairs or cleanouts needed, and you'll get an offer in hours. Visit GrandviewHomes.com for your fair cash offer today.
Welcome back to Brewers Extra Innings.
With Jerry Augustine, I'm Dominic Cotroneo. Thanks for joining us here on Brewers Extra Innings. They fall today 4-3, still won the series. They'll be 7.5 games up on the Cardinals when you wake up tomorrow, because the Cardinals were idle today, but the Brewers still 17 games above 500 and still in the driver's seat here in the NL Central. Today, the Brewers offense didn't do much. We talked about the Joey Ortiz home run. Other than that, a clutch RBI single from Willy Adames in the 6th inning. And notably today, absent from a good line score, first time he's looked human in a while, was Jackson Churio. This was a game that, quite frankly, I'm happy we got the reminder. This kid is 20 years old, okay? He's going to have bad games. And, you know, for a day, he clicked back into April Jackson Churio for a moment. He goes 0 for 4, popped out on a bunt, struck out with a frustration that turned into a batter interference on a caught stealing, which ended an inning in the 5th. He grounded into an inning-ending double play in the 7th. He let a ball drop in left field that he should have caught. The one ball that he barreled, 111 miles an hour off the bat, is caught by the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Welcome to the show, kid. Not every day is going to be paradise.
That's the way baseball is. And, you know, you look at what he's been doing. He's going to have those days from time to time. And, you know, every once in a while you say things are going really well and you have those rough days. It just makes you take that step back and pause for a moment, because he's just been playing so well. What he has been doing over the last several weeks has just been really, really special for a young man, especially as young as he is. So having that rough day, hey, tomorrow's a new day. He'll be ready to play.
And then for the Brewers offense, I think one of the big plays that people want to talk about, too, in the 6th inning, with right after Adames got the base hit to tie the game 3-3 in the 6th inning. So you had runners on the corners with 1 out. Then Adames steals second base during the Perkins at-bat, so it changes the situation. They bring the infield into the Reds with runners on 2nd and 3rd and 1 out. And Perkins hits a soft chopper over the mound in front of second base. The Brewers tend to love the contact play. They've made a ton of outs at home plate this year. They live and die being aggressive. And that was the situation they died. Contreras is not their fastest runner. He didn't have the biggest secondary lead in the world. But you also tip your cap to Espinal for making the play. At the same time, in a 3-3 game, the situation still would have been the same. Like, you were going to get another crack at it. I'm fine with sending him. Espinal, one little bobble or a bad throw while he's off balance. There's a lot going on there. And he's safe, and it looks like a genius move. This team lives and dies with being aggressive. If they're nothing, they're consistent.
Well, I'll tell you what. I thought Cincinnati played really good defense today. I thought they did some really nice things. Balls hit hard. But that ball that Espinal made right there in front of De La Cruz, everybody's looking and saying, De La Cruz has got those sharp. But to cut in front of him like he did, and even throw a little bit off balance to throw a strike like he did, I thought was a good play. It looked like Contreras just made a little pause there for a second, might have held up a little bit, but the Espinal made just a great play. I thought it was a play of the game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and then Marte followed up with a nice play down the third base line to end that inning. But then you can look at it and say, you can get mad at William for trying to score and trying to be aggressive, but then you could also look at Perkins and Ortiz. They didn't do what the situation called for.
Absolutely.
Getting the ball out of the infield.
That's right. Your job is to get the ball in play, and they've been successful at it. Just trying to get the ball in play. And I thought Perkins tried to just put the bat on the ball, and just Espinal made it just a really, really good play.
Now, as a whole, the Brewers, again, they've won 5 of their last 6, and you go a little bit further back, they've won 6 of their last 9, going back to last Friday against the Nationals. The offense, for the most part, is pretty healthy right now. Aside from Christian Yelich, you can see what they're trying to do. Seeing Gary swing the bat as well as he's been swinging it. Garrett's cooled down a little bit. Willie's been great. Williams been good. He had another double today, too. You start to sit here and realize, all right, well, with nothing imminent with Yelly on the mend, this feels like a pretty talented offensive group as they continue to move forward here the rest of the month.
I like what Murph does. I tell you, look at the lineup today. What did he do? He took the veterans and he put them all together. He put Hoskins and Sanchez, Contreras, and Adames all back to back, and put the young guys around him. It's interesting what he does from game to game. He's getting that good idea of matchups, and you look at matchups, what style of pitcher that guy is, and you put the young player in there. And I thought he always does a pretty good job. But today was really interesting how he did that, how he put the veterans in there. Thought maybe he'd have a little bit more success. It didn't work out, but I liked having those veterans in there. They understand what they have to do, and if these young players can get on base and get a couple hits and put the ball in play, they're going to be pretty successful on the offensive side.
All right, big week this week against the Dodgers with the 2 seed on the line. Doing a little bit of scoreboard watching here as we let you go, Augie. The Dodgers, they're leading the Pirates right now in the bottom of the 5th inning, so they could move up to a game and a half up on the Brewers before this 4-game set. I mean, this is going to feel like a playoff atmosphere in the middle of August.
I think it is. I think when you look at it, there's a lot when you look at a young team like Milwaukee. And Dodgers will come in, and they're going to be the Dodgers. They're going to get healthier coming tomorrow. Coming in, they're going to get everybody back and be a little bit more healthy. But to Milwaukee, it's a pretty special series. You're at home. Now you've been struggling a little bit at home. You just won a series. Coming in playing the Los Angeles Dodgers, who everybody predicts is going to go to the World Series, is pretty special. Not only that, it puts you right up there with the best. And you're right up there with them now with the win-loss record. And so I think everybody's going to have fun with this 4-game series. The Dodgers are always fun to watch, and we've got some great pitching matchups, even though when you look at this series, pitching matchup is going to be big.
Future Hall of Famer on the mound tomorrow with Clayton Kershaw.
You got that right.
That will be fun to watch, and what could be his last start here in Milwaukee if you're looking ahead and reading the tea leaves. Jerry Augustine, appreciate you as always, my friend. Welcome back on the program. We'll talk to you later this week when the Guardians are in town.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be enjoy the series against the Dodgers. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'll tell you, all starting tomorrow with Clayton Kershaw on mine. I think that's all it's going to start to be a great series.
All right, Jerry Augustine here, former Brewers pitcher, joining us on WTMJ. We'll talk to Pat Murphy coming up in a minute here on 620 WTMJ.
Coming up, more Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ. Miss any of the truth on WTMJ?
I'm representing the bull.
Maybe there's something wrong with me.
Catch the podcast wherever you get your podcasts and catch up on moments like this.
John, if you wanted to come on the show, all you had to do, you didn't have to make Biden quit to come on the show.
And listen to The Truth on WTMJ every Sunday from 7 until 9 with Dr. Ken Harris and Denise Thomas, right here on 620 WTMJ.
Drive into summer with a beautiful new car from the International Autos Group.
Get spectacular savings of up to $20,000. And 0.9% financing is available for 60 months. Every model in our 2,000 car inventory is priced to sell. The International Autos Group, Milwaukee, Waukesha, Sheboygan, and Brown Deer. Or at IAAutogroup.com, where our ordinary needs to be extraordinary. Financing with approved credit, $1,709 per month per $1,000 financed on select models.
One size rarely fits all. That's why at Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we carry a huge selection of quality name brand jeans and pants. We're so confident we have the right brand, style, and fit for you that we'll give you a free $5 Blaine's Farm and Fleet gift card for every pair you buy. Get an extra $30 Blaine's gift card for every $150 Ariat purchase. And shop store-wide savings, like a DeWalt shop stool with casters, only $99.99. Find your perfect pair of jeans for less at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Loziga for Comfort Awnings. You've heard me talk about the wonderful new retractable awning the team at Comfort Awnings installed at my home. Now I can have all the cookouts and get-togethers in my backyard with some extra shade and relaxation for my guests. Comfort Awnings is a local family-owned company in Burlington that provides expert installation in southeast Wisconsin and northern Illinois. Now until the end of August, you can receive $200 off any awning or screen. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com to learn more.
Everybody knows if it's summer season, it's festival season. And Potawatomi has the winningest one, WinFest. You could make it an awesome August with a share of $500,000. Play with your rewards card for entries. Hourly drawings every Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m. $25,000 in cash and prizes each drawing. It's the $500,000 WinFest. Get in on the fun. Only at Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. More info at pacebig.com. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
This is Brewers Extra Innings.
Brewers fall today to the Reds, 4-3. Still won the series. No big deal. Still in first place. Everything is A-OK. Want to remind you that Brewers Extra Innings is brought to you by Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. For this month only, Cider's waiving their $99 trip fee for HVAC service calls. Visit Cider.com to schedule an appointment before it is too late. That's SEIDER.com. The manager spoke with the media earlier after today's loss.
I thought he threw the ball good. I thought it was really encouraging, the best he's thrown all year, my opinion, that I've witnessed. Thought he deserved better luck. I don't think he would have given up but one run. Thought he maintained it. I thought he was very good.
I feel like with him, the conversation has always been on getting the fastball below back, but he's got 3 secondaries too, and he showed all of those today. Just what did you think of the arsenal as a whole?
Yeah, I think he's since he's been a starting pitcher, I think he's become more of a complete pitcher, and that's kind of cool. He's really become a pitcher. At least he showed today. That's some very capable hitters over there in that lineup, and he demonstrated to me, and Gary did a really nice job of them. Demonstrated to me he could do it. Gives up one little scratch hit there with the bases loaded, and infield hit, intentional walk, then a walk, and that hurt him. That walk hurt him, and then the Looper, how many did he walk today, not counting the intentional?
Three walks.
3 walks counting the intentional, or?
Yeah.
So 2 walks in the same inning?
For Hall?
Yeah.
Ross was pitching for the intentional. He called 4 walks.
Oh, okay. Who gave up his first 2 runs he gave up? DL Hall. The little squibber up the middle by Espinal.
Yeah, it's a hit by pitch.
Oh, it was a hit by pitch. There's an infield hit, start the inning.
Walk, and a walk.
Walk, and a hit by pitch. That's the little chink in the armor there, that walk or the hit by pitch is just hard to do right there. So, but it happens, and I was pleased with him. So,
what do you guys see from him, going forward? Is he going to get another one?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's definitely going to pitch in the big leagues again for sure. I don't know. We'll sit down and discuss that this evening.
What do you think of their guy, Ladola?
We know him well. He's good. Definitely good. We hit some balls right at people, but that guy, he's a really good pitcher.
How about the job that Joe did? Obviously that 7th inning gave up the run, but then was able to settle in for that 8th and 9th, keep you guys right in it.
Yeah, he did. I thought with our bullpen situation the way it is right now, with some guys injured and not wanting to stress some other guys. I thought he did a great job. He got himself in a little backed in a corner there a little bit with the walks also, right? So, that hurt him. That walk after we intentionally walked the guy, then that walk hurt him.
What was the calculation for you guys on walking De La Cruz there? Obviously, his numbers speak for themselves, but he hadn't been swinging the bat quite as good this series.
What do you think?
Did you weigh pitching to him? Was it an easy decision?
Easy. Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to let that guy be the guy, and you got a double play ball guy on the mound with his 2-seamers. So you got 2 righties coming up after that. Yeah, it was pretty quick for me.
Yeah, pretty much exactly what Augie and I just said there about the Ellie De La Cruz decision to intentionally walk him. So, makes perfect sense to me. Weren't really any highlights today, but we relived the 2 big moments offensively for the Crew as they fall 4-3 to the Reds after this on WTMJ.
On deck, more Brewers Extra Innings.
Is your business looking for localized banking solutions and a strategic partner? Fifth Third Bank has been looking forward to the future and helping businesses shape what's next for 165 years, and for the last 15 here in Milwaukee. They offer industry-specific expertise, local decision-making capabilities, and extensive experience to help navigate the complexities of a constantly changing business market environment. With your business in mind, commercial banking value only Fifth Third can deliver. Fifth Third Bank, National Association. Custom solutions built around your goals. Member FDIC.
I'm really looking forward to this.
Me too.
She absolutely nailed it.
Are you talking about Jenny Sambeline? Yeah, Jenny and her pendant, the music in a mother's heart. Hi, Rick. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Monica. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Jenny.
Jenny, we're going to produce your pendant design as a limited edition collector's item and put a few of them in all of our 8 Kessler stores.
Congratulations, Jenny. Wow, this is huge. Jenny, we expect the music in a mother's heart to sell out very quickly.
We'll also make a few available online.
I designed that pendant from the memory of how my mother made me feel when we'd sing together.
How often did that happen?
Constantly. We'd sing along with whatever was playing on the radio, or sometimes we would watch a musical on TV and sing along with that.
At just $124, the music in a mother's heart is going to sell out lightning fast.
I'm buying one.
I'm buying one. I bought the prototype the moment I saw it.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer. Our policy is to provide equal opportunity employment, development, and advancement to all current and potential teammates. If you are an organization that maintains a job bank, provides employment information, or gives job referrals, you may request to be placed on the station's mailing list for future career opportunities. To learn more about careers at Good Karma Brands, please email careers@goodkarmabrands.com.
This is Brewers Extra Innings.
Nothing crazy today offensively. The Brewers did open the scoring against Nick Lodolo on Joey Ortiz's first homer since June.
Unique situation to every team. Runner goes, swinging a fly ball down the left field line. Long run, steer, running out of room, gone! A 2-run homer for Joey Ortiz, and the Brewers strike first.
Jeff Levering's call here on WTMJ, but then the 2-run single from Espinal in the weak contact 4th inning, then a home run from Tyler Stevenson in the 5th inning gave the Reds the lead 3-2. The Brewers were able to respond, though, in the bottom of the 6th inning, getting 2 men aboard for their most clutch hitter, Willie Adames.
The pitch. Line drive, left field, it is down. Sanchez, a late break. Here comes the throw home. It's offline. This game is tied. 3-3 in the bottom of the 6th.
Unfortunately, that would be one of the Brewers' last hits of the day. There was an infield hit from Andre Monasterio in the 7th, but he was erased on a double play. A walk in the 8th for Gary, and then he was erased on a double play. Then William got tossed because Phil Cuzzy wanted to for some reason, and then Alexis Diaz slammed the door in the 9th inning. So normally the highlight segment is chock full. It was not today. We'll give you the upcoming schedule and do some scoreboard watching as we wrap things up after this on WTMJ.
Coming up, more Brewers Extra Innings on WTMJ.
Trust in your family's comfort at home with Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. They're the oldest family-owned HVAC company in southeast Wisconsin. 4 generations of Ciders, and their highly trained technicians provide a one-stop shop for all home and business comfort needs, including an emergency service line that's always live and a 12-year parts and labor warranty on all Daikin products. Get peace of mind by scheduling maintenance today with Cider Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical. That's SEIDER, cider.com.
I'm Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where we make your move simple and affordable. Simple, because all you'll need to do is let us market your home with full MLS marketing and show you all the homes available that fit your needs and your price range. Affordable, because in real estate, that's the name of the game. And 3.5 to 3.9% real estate commission with no upfront fees is truly as affordable as it gets. So let's get your home on the market and begin your search. Benefit-realty.com. As a discount real estate broker, I'm often asked why we charge less. And there are a few reasons. We charge less because we can. Low overhead allows for it. Our low commission structure also gives us an edge over the firms that will give you everything we will, but charge you substantially more. And lastly, we charge you less so that I can sleep at night. I figure a fair rate for an honest day's work always helps with that. This is Angela Calais with Benefit Realty, where we'll make your move simple and affordable. Benefit-realty.com.
Did your home suffer damage from a storm or severe weather? Don't stress any longer. Loyal Family Renovations treats all of its customers like they've joined their personal family, and every project as if the work was being done at their own house. Loyal Family Renovations has a leg up on the competition due to the personal relationships they've built with insurance adjusters over the years. Loyal Family is family-owned, and the loyalty belongs to their customers. Contact them today to get your free home inspection. LoyalFamilyRenovations.com.
We're Ted and Pam, owners of Church and Chapel Funeral Homes here in town.
Our family, serving your family.
Church and Chapel Funeral Homes. There's one near you.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller.
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist?
You don't say.
Oh, I can't remember.
But she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home, auto, or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
All right, I got 2 minutes left here in the program as we wrap things up. Quick bit of schedule maintenance here as the Brewers get ready for a 4-game set with the Dodgers. Usual start times the next 3 days, 7:10 each of the next 3, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We'll be on the air at 6 o'clock all 3 of those games with Brewers warm-up, and I'll be with you for all 3 of those games for Brewers Extra Innings. Thursday is a day game, so no Brewers warm-up, no Brewers Extra Innings. However, we will have Brewers Weekly that night after a 1:10 game on Thursday. Then the Guardians come to town, 7:10 on Friday, 6:15 because it's on Fox on Saturday, and 1:10 on Sunday. So pretty easy for game time schedules this week. Scoreboard watching, the Pirates and the Dodgers out in Chavez Ravine. Dodgers still leading 4-2, looking for the sweep and the happy flight here to Milwaukee after that one. As far as other games we're keeping an eye on in the wild card race, the Braves have jumped out to an 8-4 lead now on the Rockies as they try to compete with the Mets, who are on Sunday Night Baseball tonight against the Seattle Mariners. The Diamondbacks are about to win the series against the Phillies. They're up 8-2 in the 6th inning right now and taking 3 out of 4 against the team they beat in the NLCS last year. That's going to be pretty validating for the Snakes in the desert. As for the next opponent for the Brewers, the Cleveland Guardians, they survived against the Twins. Again, they won the last 2 games after getting swept in the doubleheader on Friday, so they end up right back to 3.5 games up on the Twins here on the whole season. And the Guardians won the season series by winning these last 2 games. My thanks to our producer, Evan Wittallison. I'm Dom Catronio. See you tomorrow. Until then, keep on swinging.
Wisconsin volleyball has a new home.
It's match point in Madison.
Catch all the excitement of the 2024 season.
Booth and Schreck putting up that Wisconsin wall.
And don't miss out on moments like this.
Booth dunks it down with 2 hands, and that's a point for Wisconsin. Set Schreck, kill Franklin.
Badgers volleyball on WTMJ is presented by Steinhoffels. Don't miss